Well, hello, everybody. We're so excited. We know, and Peter, we have said USA is going to be the number one market. Well, we're on our way because this will be, for sure, the number one month Team USA has ever had. So we're really excited about it. and we've set a lot of goals this month. As you know, so many people have set goals, and you said, well, I can help them reach their goals. Now, you have the highest title of all of Zinzino besides the founder, so I think we should be listening to you. So, Peter, we're excited to have you on here. Thank you for taking the time. Black Ambassador Peter Sørensen.
Amazing. And it's really funny to be with all of you here, and I can see we are out driving truck and cars and buses, and we are in your living room, and it's really exciting. How is my sound? Is it okay?
You are coming through loud and clear. I just think we need Jeff Patno to mute his own sound.
Yeah. He will get some help, so it will be safe. Look straight.
It'll be safe to drive. I pulled over, but I know we are so many of us that have so many goals. You can see we're on the road. Mary was just out taking a break from her job to go out and do a meeting, sign that person up, and went back to her job now, and she's on the call on the way. So it's been this way. We're having a lot of fun, but we talked about, a lot of people set some great goals, and we want to hit those goals, and sometimes it's tough. I mean, we're at the 20th of the month. So Peter, we need, I don't know, I think we have a lot of energy, and we're excited about it, and I think some people feel, can I reach those goals? Some people feel, are we going to make it? What can we do more? Or what could we do? Or what could our team do? Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. So, Peter, we'd love to hear from you.
Thank you very much, and thank you everybody, and nice to see you here online. I always prefer to meet in person, but since it's a little trip, then it's better than nothing. I would like to talk with you guys about goal setting and how to work with the goals. And I know you all had a brilliant coaching with Hilde last week, and I don't even want to try to compete with Hilde because she is Miss Perfect. And she's one of the absolutely best teachers we have in Zinzino. But I think I will go into the goal setting and reaching your goals with some other glasses. Actually, I don't want to borrow with you. I just lent a couple of glasses with me home, so I can see if I need to upgrade my old ones, my 60 style. So, but I would really love that I could walk around without glasses. But you can get this operation, so you're actually getting your eyes fixed for good. And we sadly just have a very good friend of us who got this operation, and it actually went bad. So I'm not very motivated to try that. So you have to see me with my glasses once in a while. But I think it's time for an upgrade, and that's actually a lot of the things I'm doing right now, because I'm out like you guys. I've had 10 meetings the last couple of days, and I got a new partner yesterday actually got a new partner, and I have a couple coming this Saturday signing up. And this is probably my longest recruit signing up Saturday, 10 o'clock, because this is Pernille's brother. And he is a bit younger than we are. We are 46 and he's 32. and now he and his girlfriend, they are moving into a house, and he had a job for some years, and suddenly maybe they will soon have kids, and you know how it is when you get serious and buy a house and stuff like that. So I finally, I haven't, he has for a couple of $100,000 Cincino shares, so he has a lot of shares in the company. But suddenly, after me working with the direct sales, or we working with direct sales for 18 years, suddenly he is actually ready, and he is actually coming himself, and she have a brilliant results from the products. She has been sick on and off her whole adult life, every second week, and since she started on the oil, she has not been sick. So there is a lot of good results, and she also met a colleague, actually her boss on her job, which was so excited about what the product have done for her, that almost everybody in the apartment, at the office, wanted to be a customer, and she just said, "Hey, please wait, because I'm starting as a partner soon, so please wait. I want you to be my customer." And they're actually joining us also in Globen in Stockholm. So it's amazing how things end. This day I had a lunch meeting with a very old friend, and he actually has done it very well, and he's home free financially, and really done it very good. And right now he's back to where he began with, opening some bars and cafes and having fun with that. And he just bought a place, and it's only opening in the summertime. And I called him the other day and said, "Hey, should we take a lunch?" And he just told me that the new cafe he just bought on the harbor, that it will be closed here in 10 days. So he was suddenly in a position where he don't want to just walk around and do nothing, and he just been 1 year in San Francisco, had a lot of cool contacts over there, and so for me this business is about making it fun, and making it a cool and a fun journey. I don't believe that, and maybe it's very stupid to say right now, because all of you are going for some crazy goals. But of course we want to have some goals, and that's the drive. But I believe that it's the journey that we have to enjoy, and it has to be fun, and we have to have the right energy while we are going through the journey. And every time I put my mind into putting some more into the team, it's like the whole world is changing around me, and suddenly, when I call people I haven't talked with for a very long time, they were so happy to hear from me, and it's just good vibes all over, because I have this personally energy inside me. And one of the changes I want to do is I want to be even more a recruiting guy, and I want to implement it and have it more into my DNA, because I really feel the periods where I've been in recruiting mode, that's where it's really funny, and that's where I'm most excited about our business. And our model is built for growth. The direct sales, if you take a company like Amway, they've been growing for 70 years, and except 1 year, I think. And they have been growing for that many years, and that's the part of the model. If you really want to help the new people in your team, you need to have a very big vision. If you don't have the big vision, then the new people don't have a chance to get a good business. So yeah, you can maybe see you have a big goal and you have a big vision, and sometimes if you are a bit yellow, you can feel that why do I need to have this drive for me? Is it is it called egocentric, or what is it that the English word, or
yeah, egoistic or egocentric? Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's not a selfish goal. It's like the best way you can help everybody, and you know, every time we get a new partner, we have access to help 100 or several hundred, or like one have 600 customers. It's like, so every time we invite people into this brilliant company, we have a new market, and a tons of new people we can help with good health. And we, you know, I think in US it should be illegal not to take the oil, because that's the best life insurance you can get. You know, it's the cheapest life insurance you can get for money. You cannot get more health for your money than getting in balance. That's definitely, except if you didn't have water or food. You know, it's like it's close to oxygen. It's like, it's such an important product that we just need to get out there. And where I see we can get in problems with having huge goals, you know, I'm a bit under pressure myself, but you know, diamonds are made under pressure, and my personal thing is that I think it's a bit embarrassed for me, because I was actually dreaming about signing up 50 people and going on the ski vacation and going on first class and getting the Mont Blanc pen. Actually, it's a very cool pen. In the old days, it was Ern, when we were a small company. Ern and Hilde was giving out those Mont Blanc pens all the time, and it's actually, it makes better contracts. It's works a little better when you're out presenting. You know, you have a pen, it costs, I don't know, it cost maybe $400 or something like that. It's pretty cool thing, a pretty cool tool, and it just, you just feel a little better when you're out drawing some small drawings for your new prospect or your new customer. So everybody should have a pen like that, and especially when you get it for free from the company, and still we are building our business better because we invite more people in to help building a huge business. But I think that right now I'm up to 9 partners and 930 something credits. So I'm in balance with the credits also. I think we need 100 credits in average for every partner. But I really want to have my 15. That's my goal. So I'm 99% sure of the one, my brother-in-law on this Saturday, and then I have a lot of other meetings I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I'm really a person that needs to be in focus when I do stuff like this. And a thing I do, first of all, I look into my life and see what is noise right now. What could I put a little bit on hold without hurting anybody? And 2 of my toys are gone, or more of my toys are gone. My race car, which I could have been out with a couple of weeks more with different tracks and so on, it's put into the garage, and are not, it's, you know, even though it's only maybe one day every second week or something like that, it's still noise. It still takes some make me look other ways, and then I still have to fix small things because things happens and stuff like that. So it's just noise. And the same with my boat. I could have had it a week or 2 more here in Denmark. The weather is actually still very, very nice, but in the beginning of the month, I gave it to the guys that take care of it over winter and just have focus. And now that was just my toy, but then I've done the same with a lot of different stuff that I normally do in my nice lifestyle I have with Sensino, so I can have more focus. And at the same time, I'm intensifying reading. I'm intensifying meditation. I made 100 new goals because I really need some fuel to remind myself all the time, why do I do this? Why is it important for me? So you know, I just had a meeting with a director in Denmark the other day, a guy called Ronnie Larsen. He's an amazing guy, and Ronnie, he's every morning he wakes up half an hour before the family, and he put on some special music, and he's actually spending a lot of the 30 minutes thanking for everything he has in his life and his health and his kids, and they have food on the table and all the things he actually appreciate in his life. He spent some time on that, and then he thinks through the day and the plans and the goals and stuff like that. And then when he's feeling perfect and are in perfect balance, then he goes in and kisses his wife and wake her up, go in, kisses the kids, wake them up. And it's just a blast, waking up like that. The term saying that you're getting the wrong leg out of the bed. Do you have the same in English? You say the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Getting up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah. So it's like we can choose that, and that's where I think the law of attraction, and maybe it's too hippie for some of you, but I really believe that if you believe in your goal, and you every day, several times a day, close your eyes, think about your goal, and not just I have all your goals here, so I know there's some crazy goals and a lot of action, and we can see on the credits that a lot of you are really on track, but you need to also remember this is just a very small step on your journey with Sensino. And what is some of course this goal, how do you feel when you are there, what can you do when you get to that level and next level and next level, and have some of those pooling goals in your life that will drag you along, and when you are visualizing and thinking about it, that you are already there, that you reached what you wanted to do, then recognize the feeling you have in your body, and that feeling is very important to get energized many times a day. I just found a paraliminal with Paul Sheely called The Law of Attraction, and I just bought 4 more. You can buy 3 of his track, and then you get 1 for free. And I just got that because I needed some new stuff, and I have tons of stuff in that area I have listened to all through all the years. One of them is the Living the Law of Attraction with Jack Canfield. All of you know that guy. And the paraliminal programming is actually very cool because they say different things in each ear, and because they talk both at the same time, your conscious mind cannot follow it, because your conscious mind can only hold 7 plus minus 2, 3 things, and your subconscious mind, that's the big computer, that's the thing running your life, so that's the one you want to program. So that's because you can't keep focus on 2 people talking, then your conscious mind stops or closes down, and then you go directly into your subconscious mind and get the program right away. So actually, just half an hour ago, I went to that meditation. Another cool one I just bought called Miracle. What do we call it? Miracle. Miracle in Danish. Miracle mindset.
Yeah,
miracle.
Oh, miracle.
Yeah, that's. I couldn't get it out of my tongue. So, miracle mindset. It's amazing. So I don't in this month I don't want you guys to change too much. Of course you can maybe put some stuff on hold that will not help you right now, so you have even more, it's more easy to have focus on the right stuff, but don't change too much. I just giving some ideas, and I want also maybe to have a follow-up meeting after this month where we can go more into details, what we can do, and how we can even go deeper into a lot of these things. So but it's really about, I 100% believe that if you have the feeling in your body all the time, then miracle things will happen for you all the time, and what you want in life, or what you want to reach, you will 100%. It's like a software, you know, if it's programmed and you know the results, you get the same result every time, and that's the same with your brain. It's absolutely working. And where we can get into some problems is if we have too little meetings, because then we can get into a situation where we maybe want the partner more than they want to become a partner. And then we get into actually a bad situation, because, you know, some people I had to wait for 18 years before my brother-in-law, he was ready. And, you know, there is always space. He's more than welcome. I have more than a plenty space to sign one more partner up. That's totally okay with me if you wanted to wait 18 years. And that's the kind of respect you have also for yourself and for the people you meet. So it's like, you know, give them a big hug and say, oh, I'm so happy that you wanted to hear about it. And that's the most important thing for me, is our relationship. And you know, timing is the most important thing. So is it okay that I catch up with you in 3 months and tell you how it went with my goals and the rest of this year? So I'm so excited. And by the way, do you know some good people I should talk to right away? And many times also when we drive with the business and do the short presentations, we can also say, you know, I would love to have you as a customer. Do you want to spend 10 minutes to know a little bit more about the products? And maybe once in a while you also get a customer out of it if they are not ready to do the business together with you. So if you haven't listened to Wes Linden on the Go Core, that's absolutely my favorite at the moment. I think I've heard it 7 times now since I found the recording. I need to hear some people several times before I actually get it sometimes, and he's definitely one of the guys that I needed to hear several times, and every time I hear it, I said, that was not the first 6 times I heard this one. Why didn't I hear that? So I just getting new stuff out of it every time. When Øystein, the Ørjan's friend, which also on the Go Core, and he's been speaking for us every year since we started. And I met him at the Nürburgring. We were down racing also together with Ørjan, and I knew I would spend a couple of times, a couple of days with him and Ørjan. So I actually thought, okay, I don't want to ask him some questions that I could get from the Go Core. So I actually went through all his teachings on the way. I had a long drive down south of Germany. So I actually went through all his recordings, and they are, you know, they are so brilliant, his trainings, and I have to hear them again, because they are so deep on so many levels. But many times when I hear it first time, maybe from a stage, I don't get the same out of it. So that's also a very powerful tool we all have on our hand, that we have the Go Core. So, you know, even though you don't listen to it, your subconscious brain will hear it. And one good tip could be to just listen to a Go Core once, where you actually listen while you're walking or exercising or stuff like that, driving, not on the phone. And are not on the phone. And then the second you have heard it once, then you can actually in the future, you can just play it very, very with a very low speaker, and then your subconscious would always know what he's saying or she is saying. So that's a powerful tool, just to have it in the background and get energized with the right mindset, because that's what we need to do to ourselves all the time, because everybody else, you know, they are the media and the fake news, and there's so much going on all the time that even that could actually be a very powerful tool for you guys to say, okay, I will wait for the news to next month, and if there is a atomic bomb somewhere, you'll probably hear about it anyway. So no worry. If it's important enough, you'll hear about it. So that's a thing you could take out. You maybe take a break for your Netflix or Netflix account. Maybe you don't need the Facebook to pop up on your phone. Maybe that's a thing you could take off, so you are in control of what's going on and who you are interacting with. Because some people take us down and some people take us up, and it's important that we. I just heard that Fraser had a teaching here in Copenhagen, and he had this big ball where you can be in, the thing you can go down a hill and you can be inside. I don't know what you call it, but he made some examples where, if you have some people not helping to get this thing rolling and you have them very close, then they can stop the whole process of the ball rolling down the hill. And when you have some important things you want to reach in your life, maybe it's not because we want to kick people out of our life forever, but maybe you need to get them a little bit distance. And in this case, you want to have them out of the ball, because then they are not dead weight, just trying to stop you in the rolling process you are trying to create. So that's a very good picture on. Is there somebody around you right now that you have to take a little bit away from you, so they don't influence you in a negative way? And who from the team, or go core, or meditation, or just taking a power nap, maybe sometimes that's what you need if you want to go from one situation. If you still have to work, then if you want to go from work, for me, I'm the person, I definitely need half an hour where I just listen to some stuff, and maybe sometimes I fall asleep. That's totally okay with me. But I'm really a person that really need to reset my batteries, because I'm that half hour, maybe we think, okay, then I only have half an hour less to do the business, but that half hour I easily get back 2 or 3 hours. So for me, that's an investment in my energy, and that's some of the most important thing. That's the most important thing you have to do to reach your goal. And when we are pushing up the pace, I still miss 6 partners to get my pen. I want a new pen, and I think it's embarrassing if I'm not on stage, because it's. I should be the good example. I don't need it, but I want it, because it makes me happy to go for it and do that recruiting. But after Globen, I want to go as Wes Linden is teaching us on his training. I really love that training. It's so simple that it's just so brilliant. And he's actually explaining how he, over the last 18 years, has sponsored 500 people. And most will just think, oh, 500, I cannot even sign up 5. But what he is saying is that he's actually setting 2.5 partner into the business every month. And I want to keep that for me. That's my promise for myself. For my future and the rest of my career in Censiano, is that I want to do that plan, because I've many times made those pushes, and I'm doing it right now. So I also think that's okay once in a while, but I think we should never go to zero. And I'm what do you call it, guilty of some of the people going to zero in a period, because the first 8 partners I made since last event, I made very quickly. And then I haven't actually recruited anybody since. And now I'm starting up the process again. But what I really feel is that it's so tough to get it started. It's like the train, it's when it's still, and get it into moving, it's so hard. And the second it's moving, then everything's it's easy to keep it going. So my promise after listening to Wes Linden 7 times is that I will do the push up to now, because that can also be very healthy once in a while, and we should all do that. And if you want to be a good example, and you want everybody on the team also to push their business to a exciting new level, but in the future I will never ever go to zero again, because 2.5 partner, it's like it's maybe 3-5 meetings a week, personal meetings, and then you are home free. And then he says a funny thing, because he says, somebody asked me, how can you get a half a partner? And then he says, there is plenty of half people in direct sales. And I'm totally agree with that. It's another important thing I want to let you in on here is that I met a very good guy in Denmark, and he's really a dream partner, and he's really built a good business, and it's growing. And I met him in the beginning of August, and he said that he was actually a bit frustrated, and I thought, okay, how can he be frustrated? He should never be frustrated, but we all can have a dip once in a while. And what he told me is that he's had a lot of short presentations for 1.5 months over the summer. And we had crazy weather in Denmark, so nobody had a normal brain function. It was really, really hot, like going to Africa for 1.5 or 2 months. It has really been amazing weather. And then I asked him, what was your goal for June and July? And then he became very silent, and he actually didn't have a goal. And so many of you are very good soldiers. And what I mean with good soldier is that you do your work again and again, and week after week, and you fill up your calendar and you have your meetings. But if you don't have a specific goal you're going for, the people you meet, they can feel on you subconsciously. They don't know it, but they can feel something is wrong. This is not for me. So they can feel on you that you are not on track for the next level, because if they should ever have anything out of this business, they need to follow somebody who want to grow their business, because otherwise there's not space for them. They will not get a big business. But if you're growing a business, you're going from director to Black Crown or to ambassador, or in the future, we all on this call will be presidents. So when you have that big pool in your business, then you make room for tons of people. And that's also why I feel I have the obligation to have big, hairy goals, because there's so many people that need to earn some more money and have the freedom that we have with this business. So the big problem for him was that he actually went out and had brilliant meetings, but he didn't have a specific goals for the month. And he didn't have a plan what to go for, what to reach, and what to reach for the August event in Denmark and the big event in Globen in Stockholm. And that was a big problem, because people could feel it. So that's also why you actually will see how good results you will have this month, because finally we are all very specific with our goals and know exactly what we are going for. And doing this together, so many people, nice, wonderful people, at the same time, that's just powerful. It's really, really powerful. We just start up the universe, and magic would happen. So yeah. So I don't know how much more I want to walk around.
Thinking, Peter, because we do have a lot of people with great goals, and they've set some goals, and they know what they want to do. And maybe right now it's like the 20th of the month, and they're feeling maybe that they're behind the goal. And sometimes that gets discouraging. And I know what you said is very true. It's our mindset, and we need to read and listen and believe and do the meetings. Is there anything else to make sure we get this, to make sure we're going to make those goals?
For me, it's very simple, because if you do all the stuff I just talked about and have the right feeling about this business, this phone is very light, and it's so easy to put in some more meetings and double your meetings. And that's also a very powerful tool to actually get something out of the meetings you already have, because sometimes we maybe have too much time when we are out on a meeting. and people can feel when we are sitting 2 hours or 3 hours that, you know, I don't think she or he is that busy with that business, because if you can sit at my place for that long, it's not going that well.
Well, when you say that, it also, there is something about creating urgency. I mean, we know that this is, I mean, Zinzino's never been in a better place. It's never been better, but creating urgency.
Yeah, and it, you know, if you are there for 45 minutes or maximum 1 hour and say, I'm sorry, I have the next meeting. I would love to work with you. Can you make a decision now, or do you want me to catch up with you later? It's like, we want to be nice, we want to be polite, we want to send love to everybody, but when you have the urgency that you're not sitting there, and even though if you don't have a meeting afterward, you know, make a plan that you are going home meditating or spend some time with your wife or kids, so you still have them after the month is gone. So have a tight schedule no matter what. So you have to get on with your business, and that's why it never works to sign up. You know, that I have crowns, royal crowns, black crowns who have done this, and the worst thing we can get into is that we sign up somebody and then we think now we will help them all we can 24/7, and we all know what happens. Within very shortly they get this feeling that it's them that has to build our business and make us rich. So the best thing we can do is you know, keep on going with the meetings, because that's also when we talk with our partners and they say, oh, it's tough to book meetings. No, it's not. I just booked 5 meetings. I don't believe you. You know, don't buy the excuses. So it's all about the energy you have, because then you don't buy into somebody, and I totally admit that, you know, we have partners. I had the last couple of days, I have partners who was all the way down. Hopefully, luckily, actually, all of them are up again. But you know, we get some. It is personal development on a very high level. We are going on here, and you cannot grow without hurting once in a while. So that's a part of the journey. And you know, instead of being depressed, you know, it's like, oh, it's fantastic. I'm so angry right now because I really want this. Isn't that amazing that I need to grow? What do I need to learn to get to next level? And that's also where we see that you know, I don't believe that personal development is just a straight line, maybe going a little bit up. I always see that the leaders I work with, and they get up in some some jumps, and this is the high season in Zinzino, yeah, and don't be afraid. It's like, find good ways to say, like, I would love to work with you now. Right now, it's crazy. If the timing is not right for you, that's totally okay. But is there anything wrong that we can't start to work together right now? And then you know, the partner I signed up the other day, I worked with him, worked on getting him as a partner for at least, I think, 10 years. But now I came in the door with the right energy. And he had, the timing for him was just perfect. So it's like, and that's also a tip to book a lot of meetings. You know, everybody you haven't talked with for 6 months, you know, call everybody, or 3 months, call everybody and say, hey, we should meet again, and you should have an update. It's that okay for you, or are you a different place right now? And the worst thing that can happen is that they come up with something. Oh, it's not, I don't have the time right now. And the second you sense that it's not now and the timing is not now, you say, okay, that's perfect. It's all about the timing, but I'm so happy that I really like you, and how are you doing? And just tell a little bit how we are doing, and then is it okay I catch up with you later, and take care of yourself and your family, and talk to you soon. So it's like that we have to sense what's going on the other side, and the more respect we have for people, and the more we want to take care of people, the less frustrated we actually get, because we don't pressure anybody to something they don't want to do. And instead we just talk with more nice people, and as I know, there is at least 7 billion people which is not in Cincino. So it's like, and that's actually one of the, I'm always laughing a little bit about it, because when I get into this mindset I have right now, I see partners everywhere. You know, this morning at the CrossFit gym, I met a guy and his girlfriend or wife, and I gave him a presentation a long time ago, and since then I thought, okay, that's probably not for him. And this morning it was just the best prospects I've seen for a week, and it's like, so it's really the mindset you have to change, and then you just see potential in everybody, and I that's from my heart that I really believe that direct sales and Cincino, it is for everybody, and everybody can do it if they want to be open-minded and do some small changes and do some work. You know, it's something everybody can do, and so it's like, yeah. If you get the bad response in the market, you know, you need to work with your energy level and recharge your battery right away. And you know, actually, Paul Sheely, he's actually a pretty cool guy, and he has done a lot of good stuff. He also have a 10-minute supercharger parliminal, and that's actually really powerful stuff. In 10 minutes you can go all the way down, recharge, and get up again. I remember a lady, first time she heard it, I recommended her to use that because she has a very stressful job and she needed to recharge before she started work Cincino. And I remember when the first time she used it, she couldn't fall asleep all night, because she was so that the programming has given her something that she was just so excited and couldn't fall asleep. So we have to find out the tools that you know, my tip grandfather, he was I don't know what it's called, Carla, you have to help me, a coppersmith.
A coppersmith, like a blacksmith.
Coppersmith, yeah. And he was every day in his office at noon. He was sitting in a chair with some keys in his hand and closed his eyes. And the second he dropped the keys, he was standing up from the chair, because that was the second he was all the way down and you know, in a deep sleep, and couldn't consciously hold the keys anymore, and the keys dropped to the ground, and he was up again and started working. So sometimes to get recharged doesn't have to take that long, and we all have different things we know works for us. But team up with the most positive people you have in your life, and I 100% believe that if you believe in your goals this month, you will reach them. And there is so many stories on that, and I don't want to take more of your time on that, but it's absolutely works every single time. It's 100% for sure that, and that's, you know, as the story I just told with the guy in the gym, you know, we just get so creative the second we get into the right mode, and we see opportunities everywhere where we can't see anything before. It's like being blindfolded when we don't have the right mindset. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys, and I believe within a moment US can be #1 country, because it's the best country in the world to do direct sales. So we just need to go from Carla teaching the school teacher to be powerful leaders in the future, and that will grow our business. So that's the switch we have to do, because all of you are good teachers. All of you are very serious with the business. I know a lot of you at least, and you're very serious about how you work and how you do it, but you need to take the next step from teaching to actually also walking ahead and being the big leader, because there's plenty of room for tons of leaders and presidents and elite presidents and whatever we want to reach. We just have a crazy company. You know, even my partner, one of my first partner, he just made 5,000 customers in Hungary in 9 months from scratch with a new partner. And what it tells me is that Ensino is ready. The back office and all that stuff, you know, when we get into hypergrowth, which we will do very soon, the company is ready. So we don't run into a lot of problems. And that's why you have to be sure about that, and be sure that we invested tons of extra money just on IT this year that was not even in the budget, because we really want to be on top and be the best out there, and we will, and getting better every day. So we are, the company already. If it was 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I would not say what I'm saying right now. Yeah. But now the company can grow like crazy, and we can handle it, and that's very safe and a good thing for me, that we can help everybody to go fast and still be safe. So don't worry about that. So everything is in place for good things.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Well, I know that we will be number one, and I think we're on the way. And this month is going to be the Kickstarter, the splash in the pond, which is going to give the ripple effect for the next period of time, which is really going to throw things into high gear. We've been driving for a long time, but now it's time to switch up to the next gears, and it's coming. So, well, Peter, thank you so much for your time. We are going to work on both mindset and having enough meetings and making sure we have the energy and making sure that when we believe it, it will be there.
Yeah,
you say it, we follow you.
It's self manifesting. You know, the more meetings that you have, the more energy you get, and it's like, it's just a rolling snowball. It's just getting bigger and bigger and going faster and faster, and can do bigger and bigger things, and that's what's happening with you guys. So, you know, even though you haven't booked the meetings, you should, you know, start with the first and the second, and things will get fun very quickly. So don't slam yourself for anything. There's enough other people doing that. So be nice, kind to yourself, give yourself a lot of love, and you can do whatever you want to do in this life.
We will do that.
Thanks for listening to me, and take care, guys. Love you. To see you in real life.
Everybody can unmute to say goodbye.
Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Take care.
We'll see you in a few months here.
We will. Take care.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Here's a small check.